India developed and India provide his product to stabilize in the Nepali market, so it enhance the business perspective, and so which will increase the gaining situation, and also develop the India's neighborhood first policy, which will gain the benefit Nepal, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan as well. So it is the answer for me.
So like you talked about neighborhood first policy, India's neighborhood first policy as you call it, but then right now in terms of India is not mentioning or going towards the neighborhood first policy, but then it's going towards globally. So I think it's a statement. I think Nepal and India are just connected because of the heritage or cultural ties and soft power as well. So I think that, but other than that, I don't think other sectors are being well organized or well cooperated right
It
now.
is an area which India can think about that, which help the Nepal, not the cultural perspective or that is why South Asian University there in Delhi, which they provide the study in India scholarship, which they have very helpful for the Nepali student and as well as the any South Asian universities student. So not the cultural perspective, but as well as the student perspective, educational satellites also developed. The South Asian satellite developed that they are.
If anybody has a question, please.
Like India has a neighborhood first policy. So how do India define neighborhood? Because you also have Pakistan and China in the neighborhood, and you also have Bhutan, Nepal, and others in the neighborhood. So how does India define neighborhood? Because you say India first. So what is it first? Is it China first, Pakistan first, Bhutan first, or Nepal first?
India has the two hostile neighbor, which is China and Pakistan, and two soft power neighbor, which is the Nepal and Sri Lanka, the Tamilian connection between them. So the neighborhood first policy, depending on the how the condition will be according to the China and what will India invest in the Nepal. So the definition of India's neighborhood will depend on the nation's behavior also.
Any other questions?
Any other questions?
Beside hydropower you mentioned, do you think like beside hydropower and trade, what other sectors?
The rail service agreement, which is also there, which India needs to and Nepal also needs to collaborate, both the countries, and energy sector also there, and
But those are just on papers. That has not translated into anything.
but the 2047 initiative, which left 22 years still go, so which India can working upon that.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
How do you look at the development model which India is adopting
Towards the Nepal or
towards itself? India development model.
India's development model towards
Yes,
itself.
yes. Modern development. What do you mean by the
If we talk about
Viskit Bharat?
the Viskit Bharat initiative,
Yes.
so there is the social platform, social policies which are there, which is sanitation, providing the policies providing the benefiting policies towards the women, poor, growth. So in the initiative and the role of the Viskit Bharat is to providing an upliftment of the marginalized section of the society, and also the direct benefit transfer. So they provide the least stage belong to people from there. So they provide the intended recipient. They help with the help of the aim of the initiative, Viskit Bharat initiative.
And what do you think that this Viskit Bharat concept?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you think that it is going to destroy their culture, nature, or indigenous communities, their living style, and that will actually change the narrative of India?
Destroy.
Yes, yes, yes.
Destroy the India's culture or
Culture, nature, and native tribes. So actually, the India is also adopting the development model, Western development model, for making India Viskit Bharat or development. Okay. So India's nature, culture, and tradition is different from them. And even we talk about the globalization, warming, or the problem. Even human being, they are suffering from their misery. So don't you think that this development model
it's a kind of
yes, that will contradict with the what India is itself?
It's a kind of point of view that you raises. That
Yes, yes, yes. I'm saying, what do you think, and what is the solution? Is there any?
They're leaning towards the west model of development.
Yes, yes. What is the development model? So
They are
that
still working upon that, and
what is adopted? India.
so they will
If they follow them, then India will suffer.
yeah.
What is the solution?
Solution in the Indian point of view, they will help the poor marginalized society through the schemes like the sanitation or digital payment, which is Jeetendr Yojana or schemes like that. So the least stage of the society or poor people much aware of that, and so there is some issues which India which is working upon that, which you said that the station development model.
One thing is very commonly discussed in the what to say, in academia or people, that the knowledge of the indigenous community, how they live their lifestyle, and Bharatiya darshan, philosophy of life. The combination of these two is only solution of the world to save all the things, because we are heading towards
To save the Indian culture or save the world?
World.
Okay.
World climate, even earth, human beings' life. Okay, during the 14 years, if you follow the China model of development, look at that. So if India compete with the China or Europe, then what will happen to India, Bharat? So what is the discourse over there? I want to know from you. Is there any discourse?
First they saw their indigenous tribes or peoples.
Yes. They are conquering their lands, and they
Nagas are there.
Yes.